Welcome everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson, we'll be drawing Gecqua from Pokemon Winds and Waves. So we start over on the right side of the page. We want to draw a circle with an open end on the top left side for the snout. So start right in the middle at the very top, go all the way around, and then just bend that up across the bottom. Now over on the right side, we're going to draw two small dots for the nostrils. We want to tuck the right eye in behind. So we're going to start right here. We're going to draw an oval going up towards the top. Now I want to bring that down along the side, and we're going to add that long lash. So we start with a curve going out and then up, round this out, and it's going to pull that in, leaving a small gap. And now we want to continue that oval coming down and then in towards the snout. Let's go back to this point. We're going to curve the eyelid going across and then down. And we want to add some more detail inside the eye. Let's start with a trim along the bottom. Just going to taper that out towards the side. Over on the left side, curve this down towards the bottom, round this out and pull that back up. Over on the right side, we're going to add a small oval for a highlight. And then in the center of the eye, I want to add a curve going in behind the pupil and that highlight. So we're going to start right here. Curve this up, across the middle, and then down. And I'm going to fill the inside half of the eye in black. Now I'm just going to line this up over on the left side and draw on this eye. So let's start by lining up this point all the way over toward the side here. Draw another oval. We're going to go up, come down. Now I want to bring that down towards the same height, to right about here. Just going to bring that down. I'm just going to curl that up towards the side. I want to leave a little gap for that lash. Let's go back up to the top. Curl this down and then up. Round at the end. Come down and then in. Now just like we did on the right side, we're going to add a curve coming across and then down. Let's add a trim across the bottom. Starting up here, go wider across the middle and then taper that up. Now on the left side, let's add the pupil. Coming down, around at the bottom and just pull that back up. Now we're going to add that highlight over on the left side. Let's add that curve, starting from the inside, bend this up, in behind the pupil, and then in between, and then we're going to fill the top half of the eye in black. Let's go in between the eyes and draw that water symbol. We're going to start with a point right in the middle, cut this down, round this out, go up on the right, and then pull that up toward that point. Now I want to close off the top of the head. Let's start on top of the lash over on the left, bend this up above the eye. Now we're going to dip this down, coming in, pull this back up, round up the head, and then come down along the right side of the eye. Let's line this up underneath the lash. We're going to curve the head, coming down. I'm going to bend that in towards the side of the snout, leaving a little overlap. Go over towards the right side, just curve the cheek, going up towards the eye. Now with the head complete, let's move down and draw on the body. We're going to start with that arm across the front. Just underneath the chin, curve the arm coming down. I'm going to bend that up toward the first finger, bend the finger going out. Let's round up the tip of the finger, follow that curve coming back in towards the hand. Now I'm going to add two more fingers just underneath. Let's start with the second finger, coming down, round up the finger, and then bend that back in. Let's do that one more time. Coming down, round this out, and go up. Now with the bottom of the arm, come down towards the elbow. Now I just want to taper this up so it gets narrower as it comes in towards the top of the arm. Let's go back and separate the tip of each finger with a curve. Let's go back up underneath the head. We're going to curve the neck, coming out and then down in behind the arm. Continue underneath the arm, come down across the belly, and then out. Let's go back up to the top and draw the back side of the body. From the neck, come down, bend that out. We're going to round out the back and then pull that in towards the leg. Let's layer the leg on top of the body. So we're going to step up, curve this down, and then out towards the heel. round up the heel and pull that in toward that first toe. Just round up the toe and then bend that up. Now I'm going to add 2 more toes across the inside. So let's start with that middle one, coming down, round up the toe, bend that up. Let's add 1 more, going out, and then pull that in towards the leg. Now I just want to close out the leg by bending this up towards the body and then over towards the left side. Let's separate the tip of each toe with a curve. Now I'm going to go back up to the top. We're going to add that seam across the right side of the body. Just going to follow that curve in towards the arm, go to the bottom, curves down, and then out in behind the leg. Now across the back, we're going to add 2 spots. Now let's draw the right leg tucked in behind the body. We're going to start out here, curve the leg coming around and out towards the heel. Bend the first toe coming out, round out the toe, and then go back in. Let's add 2 more toes. Bend this down, round out the toe, and then bend that back up. Now the last toe, we're just going to tuck this in towards the side. So we're going to start out here, bend this in, round out the leg, and pull that up towards the body. Now let's go back and separate the tip of each toe. We're also going to layer in that back arm. Let's start from the belly, bend the arm coming down, and then out. Bend the first finger, going out and then down, round this out, and then bend that back in. And then again, we'll add 2 more fingers along the outside. And then from the top, just tuck this in behind. And I want to taper this arm so it gets narrower as it comes back up underneath. Let's separate the fingers. Now, the last thing we're going to do is add that large tail over on the left side of the body. So let's start up here, bend this up, and then out. Now I'm going to add a little bump on the end. Now we're going to curve the tail coming down and then back in towards the body. Let's add that large thick stripe across the back. Start with a curve. And then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color. And that's pretty much it. That's how I draw Gecqua from Pokemon Winds and Waves. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please be sure to subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.